And what is going on, good people? We're back here working on a weekend like usual. Of course, we're always working on a weekday. It is ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, off of Route 3. We're the only show, folks, that combine real sports, sports talk and debate, and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League, just a couple of weeks away from the NFL Draft. We also have a couple of gamers who are playing EA Sports Madden NFL 26 for cash and prizes as we come to you on the platforms of Nest Nation, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network, ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, ISG football, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. All right, let's come inside here, folks. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG football, ISG college football, and of course, at the end of the week, it is ISG basketball. Good to be back here as we talk the latest in the world of the National Football League. Yes, the offseason is continuing. Voluntary workouts are here. Like I said, just 2 to 3 weeks away from the NFL Draft located in Pittsburgh, PA. This season, we'll talk the latest in the world of the NFL while we have these gamers playing for cash and prizes. The only show that combines real sports talk and gaming at the exact same time. Shout out to the folks right here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Off of Broadway and 19th Avenue. Authentic Mexican restaurant. Like I said, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks, libations, folks. They are definitely flowing. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows every other Tuesday. You've seen that here on the program. And they got the great costumes, the sombreros. It's all there. DJs on the weekends, Latin nights on the weekends too. You just saw the patio as we came rolling through here near the bar. El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, the Golden Eagle. It has landed here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. All right, let me go ahead and bring in the co-host for the day. There he is to the left of me, my former college best friend. There he is, man, hanging out in the A. Daryl Holman, a former sportscaster, currently an assistant principal there in the Atlanta, Georgia area. And Daryl, quickly, man, you got to hang out with Elena Myers-Taylor, a gold medalist with the monobob there, man. Talk about that. And she went to a school that you're working at. The first, the African-American, she's the greatest African-American bobsledder, and got her first gold medal this year in Italy, right?
Hey, let's fix that, though. Not assistant. I am the principal. I'm the building leader.
Come on. Speak on it. Get those receipts.
Yes. Had to put that out there. Yeah, Elena Myers, we actually presented her signed jersey from our softball team. She actually walked the halls of the middle school where I'm principal, and I tell you right now, I wasn't expecting. I didn't know it was going to be such a big thing. We had state senators there. We had dignitaries from around the state that were there presenting her some things as well. It was a big day. I was on stage, sharing the stage with those people. But the day was about her. She's a very humble, nice young lady, one of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. But her accomplishments were, I mean, it's unbelievable things she's done up to the three Olympics that she's been a part of.
Yes, 5 medals going into this one, and got her first gold medal over in Italy, so a total of 6 there. The greatest African-American Olympian, especially Winter Olympics for the United States. So shout out to Elena Myers-Taylor. Went to the school that you're currently the principal at there in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Speaking of Atlanta, peace up, A down. She's in the A-town, Andrea Richmond. How does it do down there in the ATL? You ATL in?
Oh, man. Everybody's excited right now after tumultuous, grinding this March. I get a good reward of having Angel Reese down here in the A.
Yeah.
Everything's up in the A, and I love it. It's a good time to be alive.
All right. Let's go ahead and get this thing.
About that. We're excited about that one.
Yes.
That's big time.
Definitely going to get into that on ISG basketball later in the week. But let's talk some football, some picks again. Guys ready to talk the latest in the world of the NFL? You guys ready?
Let's do it.
All right, let's take a look here at the rundown here. I got a couple of gamers who are playing for cash and prizes. ISG, the intersection of sports and gaming, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Rams wide receiver Puka Nacua checking into rehab out there at the LA area, Malibu. We'll talk about that. There's reports Dexter Lawrence of the Giants is requesting a trade from the G-men. How about the Chiefs? Patrick Mahomes, literally just 110 days since his surgery there with the ACL. Throwing, we'll show you that. Kirk Cousins signing with the Raiders, so he leaves the A and heading to Vegas. Speaking of the A, the Atlanta Falcons got some new uniforms. We'll get the view of that. I kind of like them going away from the old ATL and the Falcon bird and everything. A little bit there. I like that. And speaking of quarterbacks, how about the Texans QB CJ Stroud cutting off his dreads? We'll show you the new look that he has there as we talk the latest in the world of the NFL. Also got a couple of games we're playing for cash and prizes. Here's the rules here. All Madden competitive game style. Head-to-head current rosters, like to call those regs. All 32 NFL teams are available. 5-minute quarters, King of the Hill format. You win, you do stay on the sticks. How about the prizes? All about that money. $50 guaranteed. The winner gets $40. The runner-up runs out this piece with $10 in cash. And if you win 4 straight weeks, folks, and it does get progressively harder, you can win an NFL license zip chair. Go to zipchair.com. They literally make the best gaming chairs in the world. And they make more than just gaming chairs. They make gaming desks, sofa stools, you name it, all types of different furniture. They got all the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, NHL, MLS, also and universities there, and any custom pieces you might want. Check them out online, zipchair.com. And when you win your first zip chair, you do get an official ISG t-shirt. Yes, the shop, it is open. We got t-shirts for $29.99, hoodies for $59.99. Shop now, open 24 hours a day at theisgshow.com/shop. All right, let's take a look at the matchup here. We got a couple of gamers here playing for cash and prizes. Got a man and a young lady. JBaird is our King of the Hills, our champion, playing with the Texans. A little lady playing with the Chiefs. Chiefs versus Texans. They got to pick from teams, the stories that we're talking about, since there are no NFL games here. Real quickly with the profiles, we'll start with the challenger. That is Wendy, a little lady from the great state of Tennessee. She's a Vol from Chattanooga, Hamilton County there, about 2 hours away from Nashville. 38 years of age, financial services supervisor. And how about our King of the JBaird? There he is. Buffalo Grove, Illinois, 19 years of age, Illinois State student. They're at Illinois State University. The Redbirds there, of course, played in the Division 1A, 1AA FCS National Championship game. Came up short there against Montana State, I believe. Two-time ISG Madden champion there. Let's take a look at the standings here as we do these picks before we get to the standings. Our MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Molly Pop taking the world by sweet storm with that pink bag promise. Folks, you see that pink bag, your local grocery store, you got to understand, you're getting high-quality produce, about 20 different varieties of grapes. Also, pressed juices online. Check them out online, MollyPopGrapes.com. Grapes as sweet as candy. Right now, Andrea Richmond with the sweet record, 24-10. She is leader of the pack. All right, let's go ahead and bring in the co-host. Let's get these predictions here. We'll start with the queen of the show. There she is, Andrea Richmond. Who you got? You got the Chiefs in Kansas City, or you got those Texans with CJ Stroud?
Ooh, you know, I would be feeling spicy, but guess what? Most of the time, I do choose chalk, so guess what? I'm feeling a little chalky today, okay? We're going to go with JB here to get the dub. All
right, Daryl, who you got? You got Texans, or you got Chiefs in this one? Chiefs are the home team, so that's a little late.
Yeah, but I'm going to go with the home state right there. You know, the former Tennessee Volunteer. Got the orange on. Yeah, Wendy. I'm going to go with Wendy in the home state, the Volunteer orange. Let's go with Wendy with that.
See, I was going to do it. I was going to be the guy out there, man. I was going to lone wolf it. I'm going to go ahead and take JB because, Daryl, you stole my thunder. I was going to take Wendy, representing the great state of Tennessee, but I'm going to go with JB playing with the Texans. It's going to be tougher than people think. Wendy's the home team. My heart's with her. My head, though, is telling me JB. So I'm going to go ahead and take JB in this. All right, guys, let's go ahead and lock it up. JB, the road team, our King of the Hill, playing with the Texans. And how about a little lady, the young lady, playing with the Kansas City Chiefs? May the best man or woman win. We'll talk to the winner at the conclusion of the game. Wendy and JB, let's lock it up. Let's go ahead and do it right here on Destination Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and in the Black Network. Let's go, guys, right now. And that pregame show brought to you by good friends at Golf Zone Social, 3 locations where Brooklyn at. You got BK, West Nike, and Scarsdale, Sports Bar, Indoor Golf Lounge with 16 total bays. You got 1 huge VIP suite and 15 other total bays. You got the simulators on the suite stairs where golf literally meets social. The best indoor golf experience that you'll find. Indoor golf games meeting unparalleled social engagement. And folks, you can play a bunch of those games on those simulators and suites. They've got 240 courses. It is a true experience. And folks, it's more than just an indoor sports lounge or bar. It's a bar, sports bar, lounge, and a restaurant all in one. Check them out online, golfzonesocial.com. We're here inside of El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week on Liberty CBS Sports ISG Football. And we're powered, of course, by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, the only show that combines real sports talk and gaming at the exact same time. We're talking the latest in the world, the NFL. We also got a couple of games that are playing for cash and prizes. Middle of the screen on the right-hand side, that is JB. He's our King of the Hill. He's our champion. He's playing with the Texans. They are the road team. They've got the ball on offense with the white jerseys. The home team is our challenger. The bottom of the screen there, that is Wendy. Yes, that's a little lady. She's playing with the Chiefs. They are the road team, actually the home team, they're playing in red there. They're playing Madden 26. I got Daryl Holman, former sportscaster, current principal in the Atlanta, Georgia area. Top right-hand corner of the screen, that is Andrea Richmond, a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, let's talk the latest in the world of the NFL, guys. And we'll start with the biggest story heading into this week was slow week here, actually, with, volunteer workouts and things of that nature. Also, Fernando Mendoza not going to attend the NFL draft. Going to hang out with Miami. He'll be the first presumed number one pick not to go to the draft since Trevor Lawrence, so a few years there, 4 or 5 years there. But the news story is the Rams and the wide receiver, Puka Nacua. So Puka Nacua has checked himself into rehab. Of course, there's a lot of issues there with the young lady. Also, he said some anti-Semitic things. Also had said some things on a string a few months ago as well. So there's a lot going on with him when it comes to his behavior and things that are happening off the field. Let's listen to his head coach. Sean McVay was asked about this last week at the NFL meetings there in the Phoenix area. Here's Sean McVay talking about his wide receiver, Puka Nacua, who is in treatment and in rehab out on the West Coast in the Los Angeles area. Take a listen to the Rams head coach, Sean McVay. Take a listen.
Part of the conversations, and who could be the first to tell you that he and I have a close relationship. We communicate clear, open, and honest. The play on the field is amazing, and then with what the play has dictated and determined, there's a responsibility in terms of representing all things, not exclusive to just that. He knows that. Those are the expectations, and we're hopeful that that'll be something that this will be an opportunity for him to learn and grow, and we are hopeful that he's a Ram for a really long time, but he understands what the responsibility is, not exclusive to just the production of the field.
All right, that was the Rams head coach there, Sean McVay, talking about his receiver, Puka Nacua, of course, checked into rehab. Of course, those allegations made by a young lady. The accuser's name was Madison Atiabi. The allegations are that he made anti-Semitic remarks there and bit her, allegedly, on the shoulder while allegedly drunk on a New Year's Eve party there. According to Puka's attorney, he has been in rehab before the incident and currently after this incident there. And the goal is, while he's in treatment at this luxury facility out in Malibu, California, the goal there is to improve his overall behavior and overall in every aspect, I guess you can say, in life. Once again, he's in a luxury treatment facility in Malibu, California. Your thoughts here, Andrew, when you saw this story, Puka Nacua, bit a woman, allegedly anti-Semitic remarks. Looks like he's getting the help that he needs, heading to a very pivotal year for him and the Rams.
Sometimes, unfortunately, you can tell what's going to happen just by the company that he kept. Obviously, what was it, not a year and a half ago, a month and a half ago, we saw Puka Nacua show up drunk to the facility after allegedly live streaming with Aiden Ross.
Yep.
And some of that is just a precursor to the pain that we would see Puka Nacua cast out to the rest of the world, whether it be the anti-Semitic remarks or the literal physical pain that he gave out towards this woman. It's a shame. I've never seen somebody who had such a sterling reputation before this moment tank it all in just a couple of months. Obviously, we don't really know these athletes, right? Sometimes they have far greater demons than, sometimes are publicly broadcasted. And when you have sometimes precarious situations, the darkness does come to light. Either way, though, I'm hoping the best for Puka Nacua. It seemed, again, we don't know these people, but it seemed like he had potential to be a good guy, didn't have any bad issues, anything like that going on. In recent moments, when you have substance abuse issues, sometimes there's other things going on underneath that he needs to work through. I'm glad that he's going to rehab. Let's hope that he chooses who he hangs around wiser. He's able to get the help that he needs, and he fixes his reputation where a couple months ago, we were not saying anything like this about Puka Nacua. Hopefully he can get back to that point to where we see him or view him with a sterling eye rather than this less than sterling reputation he's built up in the last couple months.
Yeah, Daryl, when you look at this, man, the attorney for Puka said that he's been in rehab before and after this. It makes sense now because this incident allegedly occurred New Year's Eve. So that means going into the end of the regular season and into the playoffs as well, had this sort of hanging over he and the team there. Just your thoughts here on Puka. Talk about a guy that went to BYU, had these incidents here recently. It seems like at this facility where they treat pretty much everything, overall health, and trying to help with that, every prospect and respect of your life. Seems like he's got maybe potentially an alcohol problem here, drinking a little, maybe too much or a little too heavily at times, allegedly. Your thoughts here, Daryl?
So I'll tell you what, I'm going to approach it from a totally different standpoint. You know, the elephant in the room is that you got these young men who are still young, coming fresh out of college. They got the weight of the world on their shoulders. Yeah. They don't know how to deal with life yet. It's a lot on them. And the sport is a brutal sport. True manliness is something they have to exhibit every day. It's not a good look to show that you have some weakness. It's not a good look to show that you got some internal issues going on. It's not a good look to show that, hey, I'm human. I might shed a tear sometime because I got this anxiety. I got so much going on. So I think the NFL should look at it from a global standpoint of treating the mind like an ACL injury. Okay, treat and have facilities and have outreach programs for those NFL players to depend on when they're having these mental issues, and say it's okay to not be okay. And I think once they start taking care of that, you'll see less of these substance abuse problems. You'll see less of these players that are just losing it and having issues off the field when it comes to substance abuse.
Andrew, when you look at the, I want to focus on biting the woman allegedly, and reportedly there on the shoulder. She showed there are pictures like he broke skin, like you can see his whole teeth and everything there. Allegedly, once again, we're going to presume that he's innocent until proven guilty here. Just with the alcohol, and I guess he said the attorney, I guess, was saying something about maybe horse playing around. Maybe that's maybe a bit too much. Maybe horse playing around with your buddies, a young female. I don't know if I'm horse playing around with the young female.
Well, it's funny, if you read the TMZ report, the lawyer actually doesn't deny the fact that the young lady was bitten. So that's exactly. You don't have to allege. That is something that happened. And dental records, actually, the way in which the bite happened, you can clearly compare his teeth.
Oh, he's got his whole damn mouth on it.
Yes, no, it's literally perfect indentation. Like, he can't even deny it if you wanted to, right? Because the dental indentations are right there, and you can match those, right, with dental records. So it's very obvious. I loved what Daryl just said. I just recently released a story. Go check it out if you want to. Shameless self-promotion about Lauren Betts's, the UCLA woman who ended up going ahead and leading her team to a championship, right, in the women's basketball college. She dealt with depression, and unfortunately, when men deal with depression, sometimes they exhibit it in different ways, and substance abuse, and sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes physical abuse can sometimes happen and it's expressed outwardly versus internally, which is something that women tend to do when they have substance issues or when they have issues with themselves internally. So either way, I hope that Puka Nacua gets the proper treatment that he needs. You talk about it. You have to be a man's man. It's uneasy. It's not easy being a young person in this current world in general, let alone when you have such a tremendous spotlight on you. I know that if I were in the public when I was Puka Nacua's age, I would not be able to handle myself. I can't imagine what he is going through. So again, it's best to address this from the source of the issue, whatever's going on with him internally. If not, though, because sometimes, you know, as I talked about, men express things differently. You can sometimes harm other people around you, and I don't want that to happen again. He has such a good reputation.
Yeah, and Daryl, with you being a principal there, I want to lean on your expertise here in about 30 seconds or less, man. My issue is I focus on the anti-Semitic remarks, so we got some, some racial stuff there, and also dealing with the woman and the alcohol. How would you try to maybe tell some of your students to sort of deal with this and some of the trappings that you might want to avoid?
Definitely a teachable moment. It's one of those situations where think about what you say and do before you do. A lot of impulsivity, particularly when he's young, and you see a lot of that, especially with kids the kids that we work with. But they're still young, still very young men, and they need some mentorship. I think maybe some of the older guys who've been through some things need to start mentoring them more.
Yes.
I think that would help out. But just that overall mental health piece, it's just courageous to step away and take care of your mental health than it is to play through an injury. I'm telling you right now. So it's hard. If your mind's not right, your body's not going to be right either, and you have a lot more follow. So maybe this is just going to be a wake-up call for many other people going through some of these same issues in the NFL and all walks of life.
Right. I was going to say it's crazy that this was hanging over his head and he still played in multiple games, at least 3 or 4 more games. But you start thinking about it, it's the NFL. His job is to play football.
Too.
Yeah, exactly.
They show strength. It shows
basically one play away from going to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's how good they were. Yeah. We'll keep an eye on the Rams. Puka Nacua, of course, checked in the rehabs, been there in L.A., the L.A. area in Malibu. Looks like they're doing a good job with him. Looks like he's doing some working out, was smiling and stuff. We showed some of the pictures there of him out in L.A., in the Malibu area, so we'll keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on this Madden game, man. I got a 14-0 lead here. Our king of the hill. Middle of the screen, JB playing with the Texans. They're in the white jerseys. Our challenger, Wendy, playing with the Kansas City Chiefs. They're in the red jerseys. She is down 14-0 now. Could be a field goal here. Let's watch it real quickly. The field goal, it's up, and it is stuck. So he's got a 17-0 lead here, late stages of the second quarter. That first quarter, brought to you by good friends at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant right here. Authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. Great food, great atmosphere, great affordable drinks. Libations, of course, they are flowing, folks. Happy hour Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m. Mariachi shows, as we talked about, every other Tuesday. DJs on the weekends, late nights on the weekends, too. They got a beautiful patio. It's all right here. The Golden Eagle. It is landed right here in Bayonne, New Jersey. Online, AguilaDoradoRestaurant.com. Welcome back here to ISG Football, powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, and we're talking the latest in the world of the National Football League here at El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. We're the only show, folks, that combines real sports, so real sports talk and debate and gaming at the exact same time. When we talk the latest in the world of the National Football League, got a couple gamers who are playing for cash and prizes. Can he take it? He cannot. That is JB, bottom left hand corner screen. He's our king of the heroes, our champion, playing with the Houston Texans. They're in the white jersey. He's got the ball here, late stages of the second quarter. Our challenger, Wendy, a little lady, yes, playing with the Chiefs. She's on defense. She's down by 3 scores. Let's see if she can maybe hold them to a field goal. Top left hand corner of the screen, that is Daryl Holman, former sportscaster, currently a principal in the Atlanta area. Very far right there, top right hand corner of the screen, that is Andrea Richmond. She's also in the A. She's in the Atlanta area. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL topics. Football Giants. How about Dexter Lawrence here? We talked about volunteer workouts are going on in the National Football League. There are reports that Dexter Lawrence has requested a trade from the New York Giants. Doesn't believe the G-men are heading in the right direction. He's skipping voluntary workouts. They said he tried unsuccessfully the last year or two to try to get a new deal. And he's making about $20 million. That would put him around 9th or 10th as far as interior defensive lineman. He wants to be paid more. Here's the problem, though. Sexy Dex, and I love him. Last year, you look at his stats, like 31 tackles, not even a full sack, a half a sack. We'll start with you, Andrew Richmond. Your thoughts here. Look, get your money, and I'm all for it. It might be the wrong time asking for a raise here, huh, Andrew?
This is where, unfortunately, and shout out to Jamel Hill and also Michael Smith, used to love their show, Numbers Never Lie. Hey, sometimes the numbers do
lie. Numbers don't.
Yeah, but the numbers actually kind of do sometimes. I'll say this, Dexter Lawrence, he doesn't have a trending sexy Dexy dance going on for no reason, okay? Don't hide, all right, from Sexy Dexy, because he can find the quarterback wherever he wants to go, and also runners as well. Unfortunately, though,
can he find the quarterback? He had a half a sack last year.
Okay, but Brian Burns got a lot of those tackles, right, and a lot of those sacks, and also, too, Thibodeau got some of those. Thibodeau, not as much numbers, but Brian Burns absolutely was trying to get some of those numbers. Unfortunately, you can have all the pressures in the world. Unfortunately, you can do most of your job, but at the end of the day, the guy who does the cleanup will unfortunately get the sack total, and they will get the payday. So I think that Sexy Dexy is right. The fact that he is a very good interior presence, the fact that unfortunately the Giants are in a little bit of a rebuild, I think that they can be competitive, but we'll see just how competitive they will be. And I do think that he can be a very legitimate talent on some of these Super Bowl worthy teams, right? Now the question
Patriots,
mark,
Ravens, Chiefs,
oh, yes.
Bills.
Oh yes, please. Interior pressure is always needed, okay? Ask the Rams how important interior pressure is. So I think Sexy Dexy has a point. He wouldn't have a leading dance if he didn't have a little bit of juice and game with his juice as well.
All right, Daryl, your thoughts here. You okay with Sexy Dexter? Look, you listened to the New York Football Giants. Darren Harbaugh had a conversation. I think he was talking to reporters on Zoom on Tuesday. He's like, look, he's a good player. We want to keep him. I don't think it's going to be that easy, but he did say everybody's available. If you got the right price, you can get him. I think they might be looking for like a late first-round pick, at least a second-round pick. I don't know your thoughts here on Sexy Dex. I'm all for men getting their money. I'm always going to be pro player. Like I said, the timing, you can question that at the very least.
Do we have some cap space? Do we have enough money for him in Tennessee? You know, we take it down there. We need all the help we can get.
Y'all got Simmons.
Yeah, him and Simmons.
Put everybody else on the team. We need some more people down there. No. What about Houston? You know, Ryan's he's salivating.
That'd be nasty. Big guy in the middle, and then got those two guys off the edge.
Next to Will Anderson. That would be nasty down here with him and Will Anderson. Detroit, going to Detroit, playing with Aiden Hutchinson. That would be immediately.
Hutchinson needs help.
Be an impact, and of course the Chicago Bears. I think that's one of the places they need the most help too. So any three of those spots, I think would be the best landing place for them. But of course, you know, I would always like to have some. Please help us out down there in the Music City. We got the new stadium. Come on down. Come on down to Music City. Come on down to Tennessee.
Recruiting pitch.
Nashville.
New stadium won't open for another year, so 2027. So you have to play in the old stadium.
Put that in the package. Do something, man. We need some help.
Right.
I can't endure all this losing, man. It's terrible. Oh, man.
So what do you think? You think the Giants are going to just let him walk away? You talk about the former first-round pick guy that played at Clemson, is a Pro Bowl caliber player. Last year didn't really. What he should have done is 2 years ago was asked, and he was, to be fair to Dexter. Dexy was asking for the money at least the last couple of years. So I don't know. I keep coming back to the time. It's like, bro, I don't even know if you're making. I don't even know if your production is $20 million.
Well, that's the thing, right? Harbaugh is a big culture guy, so obviously he wants guys who want to be there. So if a guy is totally bought out, he does not want to be there, he's not sold in, Harbaugh will definitely send somebody back. And if you're not committed to the bit, get out of there and go get somebody else who will be. You know.
Yeah, and it looks like, with that sort of, the power there with the Giants, he and Joe Shane basically share power, but basically you might say you lean a little bit more towards Harbaugh because he's got that new deal, John Harbaugh there with the Giants. I guess he wants to let Joe Shane in the front office sort of deal with that, work on contract details. Now, they've added, I think last year or the year before, they added $3 million to his salary to get him up to 20. Once again, that would be 10th as far as interior defensive lineman. He's definitely a top 5 interior defensive lineman when he's at his best. The problem is, I don't know if he showed it last year. He did teach Sierra how to do the sexy Dexy towards the end of the season. We showed that as well. So
don't hide. Come on, don't hide. Come on, don't hide.
We'll keep an eye on Dexter Lawrence requesting a trade from the New York Giants. Keep an eye on this Madden game. 24-0 here. Our king of the hill, bottom left 10-quarter screen play with the Texans. He's on defense. He has the lead here in the third quarter. That second quarter brought to you by good friends at Mona Lisa Pizzeria, located in New Jersey. 165 Broadway in Bayonne, been around for nearly 25 years. The best pizzeria you'll find there in Bayonne, famous for their specialty pizzas, especially buffalo chicken. Mona Lisa also, they are unapologetically, folks, Italian. Rich, hearty flavors of Italian cuisine. They got a full menu. And whether you're looking for something like an Italian dinner or maybe even a quick lunch, look at all those options there. They've got it all for you. Burgers, wraps, soup, salads, calzone, seafood, desserts, and more. They also got the Da Vinci room for your boutique-style catering. And, of course, those luxury events, also the garden as well. Check them out online, BayonneMonaLisa.com. We're back here inside of El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey, the only show that combines real sports and gaming at the exact same time. Talking latest in the world of the National Football League. Just, 2 or 3 weeks away from the NFL draft in Pittsburgh. Voluntary workouts are starting in the National Football League. Also got a couple games they're playing for cash and prizes. Bottom of the 10-corner screen, that is JBaird, JB, playing with the Texans. They're in the white jerseys. He's got a huge lead by, we're going to go 3 scores there. Little lady, she's fighting, playing with the Chiefs on the red jersey. She's down here, late stage of the third quarter, to our king of the hill. Middle of the screen there on the left-hand side is Daryl Holman, a former college buddy there, man. Also sportscaster as well. Also currently a principal in the ATL. Speaking of the ATL, Andrea Richmond on the right-hand corner of the screen in the middle there. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. All right, guys, back to the NFL. The Chiefs, speaking of a little lady playing with those Chiefs, look at this. Patrick Mahomes throwing, looks pretty good. Now, will he be ready? I think he's going to play for sure this season. The question is, will he be ready for opening day? I don't know. I'm a little worried. Now, the Chiefs, the cat out of the bag, Lamar Hunt, those guys said they're not a candidate to play the Seahawks on opening day, that Wednesday in early September. So that tells me he might not be ready. But your thoughts? He looks good, though, Daryl. Your thoughts here on Patrick Mahomes? My homeboy looking pretty good.
I got to throw some stats out there. 10 to 20 years ago, an ACL tear was a 12 to 18 month, basically a death sentence for a mobile quarterback.
Sure.
Most players, in almost any sport, big cast on your leg, losing muscle mass today with those advanced grafts and stem cell treatments and accelerated weight bearing. They get you right back up as soon as you have that surgery. Players are back in 9 to 12 months. Now, will Patrick Mahomes be ready by that time? I'm thinking for the long haul, don't rush it too soon. Don't rush it too soon. Not everybody's Adrian Peterson, who came back and I think he ended up winning the NFL rushing record that next season after that crazy injury he had too, right? Not everybody's that is him. So I think they need to take it slow. Not be ready for that first game back, maybe midway through the season, because coming back too soon, it's not going to. At least 3 or 4. But I'm telling you, man.
If he's playing at the beginning of September, do you realize that's literally less than 9 months?
It's 9 months. It happens, but
it ain't even 9. Mid-September would be 9 months.
For the long haul, though, he made a answer for the long haul. Is it the best choice to bring him back there? So somebody's got zippers on his multiple zippers on my knees. You can't rush it. You can't rush it. I wasn't the athlete that you were, Larry Ridley, but I did have some knee surgeries, and I can't. And you get on it too soon, it's not good. It's not good.
Andrea, 8.5 months, Andrea? 8.5 months?
Short term.
When we're fixing ATLs in less time than it takes to form a whole baby, like
by Daryl.
I feel like we're getting to the point to where ACLs will be like a 3-week process in order to deal with and recover from the way that
now we're cyborgs.
Right.
I know we got Artemis out there in the moon. Now we're coming back as Martians.
What these players do play like Martians, so hey, makes sense, right? Go for it. I do love to see the fact that Patrick Mahomes is throwing. I love the fact that Patrick Mahomes is throwing at this point. Obviously, getting hurt late in the season, we were a little bit worried, and you have to consider the fact that that division is crazy stacked. So you don't have a lot of room for error. If you drop a couple losses, that could be the difference between whether or not you make it in the conference at all, honestly, if you're able to make it to the postseason. So I do like to see this, but I do have questions. How well is he really? Because it's one thing to do it in shorts. It's another thing to really put a lot of weight on it. It's another thing to get contact. So let's not rush the process. It is nice to see this, but pump the brakes a little bit, just a little bit.
Daryl, real quickly, about 30 seconds or less. Should he play opening day, even if he's ready? I think you got to put him on the pup. Maybe give me 4 weeks, man. Come back in October, bro.
No, sir. So the person who's had 3 knee surgeries, no, he does not need to come back that soon. Give it time. Heal up. Okay, so throw it at you.
Now tell us why you had those knee surgeries. Because he thinks he's a baller, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I can hoop, man.
Basketball player. Thinks he's an NBA player.
Nice. I was playing like Kobe today. I heard one of my.
Okay, all right. You are not Kobe Bryant, my friend.
My jump was nice. I'm not that good. But
it's wet. I get on that. It's wet.
All jokes aside, you know jump is nice. All jokes
it's
aside,
wet.
It is. All jokes aside, though, too soon. You can think about it. You want to go short term, or you want to think about the long term stability of him and that program. Okay, yeah, they might not make it to the Super Bowl this year. I know it's Super Bowl or bust every year for every team, but you got to think about it. That player is a franchise game changer on that team. You don't want to rush it too soon to where you're messing him up and possibly messing up a career that could be even more impacted for that NFL Hall of Fame career. So just slow it down, get him out there when he's supposed to be out there.
All right, man. We'll keep an eye on Patrick Mahomes. Looking pretty good, though, dropping back. Throwing
that is
dimes there for the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Once again, toward the ACL, mid-December. Opening day would be early September.
That'd be crazy.
Do the math, ladies and gentlemen. But, hey, if anybody can do it, it's my homeboy. We're talking about
one name.
Right.
Robert Griffin III came back too soon. Was never the same.
That's true. Different body type, though. Patrick's got that dad body. He's got a little bit more weight on him, a little bit bigger. We'll keep an eye there. Keeping an eye on this Madden game. Looks like our King of the Hill, bottom of the third quarter screen, Clemson, Texans. JB's going to win this game up 24-0 late stages of the fourth quarter. That third quarter brought to you by good friends at Chubby's Sports Bar and Grill, located also in Bayonne, New Jersey, 812 Broadway. A little further down there near Broadway and like 37th. Bayonne's favorite sports bar. Great food, good vibes, fun atmosphere. We all need a place to relax after work, so why not do it with a drink in your hand, folks? Right? It is Bayonne's top-rated burgers, wings, dry rubbed in sauce. Got the grilled shrimp tacos, Mexican street corn, fried shrimp, salty pretzels, and seafood baskets. Open 6 days a week. Every single day except Monday, so Tuesday through Sunday, 2 p.m. through 2 a.m. Check them out online, chubbybayonne.com. We're back here in El Aguila Dorado Restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. I'm literally Super Sports ISG Football with Powered, of course, by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show that combines real sports and gaming at the exact same time. The gaming is over. Our King of the Hill playing with the Texans gets the win over our challenger playing with the Chiefs. Big win for him. Got my buddy here, Daryl Holman, former college buddy, former sports reporter, also currently a principal in the A in the Atlanta area. Bottom right-hand corner of the screen, that is Andrea Richmond. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. Back to the NFL topics, guys. Kirk Cousins. We're just talking about quarterbacks. We talked about Patrick Mahomes. How about Kirk Cousins signing with the Raiders? Talking about 37-year-old, 5 years, $172 million. That's really not the deal. It's really a one-year deal. $20 million guaranteed. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Raiders are going to kick in 8.7. I believe the Falcons do 1.3. That adds to $10 million. Then he gets another $10 million guarantee. That's how you get the $20 million guarantee. I think it's flipped though. I think it's the Falcons kicking in 8.7. Raiders doing 1.3, and then another 10. That's how you get the $20 million. How about this, Andrew? Do you realize Kirk Cousins has like almost $350 million in contracts, and they've all been guaranteed?
Who the hell is his agent? Because I want
Kirk
it.
Cobain.
Come on, sign me, please. Kirk Cobain's, Kirk Cochain's, Kirk all the money in the bank right now.
You like that, don't you? You like that?
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. Honestly, I love his agent, and I do love this move. I talked about my hesitancy when it comes to Fernando Mendoza starting day one. I really do think not only are the Raiders a little bit chaotic, very much chaotic, but also too, I don't think Mendoza in a draft class where there is a lot more talent would be chosen with the number one overall pick. I think he gets a lot of benefit of the doubt because this is a weaker draft class and this is a weaker quarterback draft class. So bringing in Kurt, obviously things did not look good when he was in Atlanta, but somebody has to make sure that Fernando Mendoza doesn't die on the field, okay? There's going to be a lot of rushers. Unfortunately, the offensive line still isn't together, and that's something that he really struggles with. Now, are they similar quarterbacks? I don't think so. I think Kirk really goes in the middle of the field, and I think that Mendoza really likes the edge of the field. I've seen them compared to where they're similar quarterbacks. I don't see it. But you just need a warm body to start for the first half of the season to make sure that Mendoza doesn't die. And hey, good luck to the Raiders because this helps tremendously.
You like this signing, Daryl? A low key look. I know we make fun of Kurt Cobain, Captain Kirk there, and all of the guaranteed money. This is actually a smart move by them, and he has a relationship with Clint Kubiak. They go back to the Minnesota Viking days there, so I think this is a very, very smart move by the Raiders.
This is one. First of all, McCartney is his agent. Mike McCartney is his agent's name. This guy's amazing.
He's amazing.
How do you get Kirk Cousins this type of money? He's
like $340 million guaranteed.
Came off a torn ACL.
I don't think he's ever had a non-guaranteed contract. Maybe since his rookie year, maybe.
Which is
but every
insane
year since then, it's crazy.
Cousins.
But, exactly. I mean, he's got some success, but he came off a torn ACL injury, got paid in Atlanta. Now he's going to the Raiders, still somehow getting paid. He didn't even start the whole time last year. They benched him. His cousin, I mean, his agent is on something different, man. I mean, who else does he represent? Anybody else in the NFL? What other players does he represent? Is he getting that type of money? Anybody? Matter. My guy from the Jets. He needs to go.
Gino?
They need to.
Gino?
No.
Justin Fields?
No, my guy from the Giants. I'm sorry, the guy we were talking about earlier today. He needs to talk to him.
Oh, Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, sexy
Dexter.
Dexter.
Absolutely.
Dexter Lawrence.
Dexter needs to get with his agent. Get him some money. That's work it out. Because I'll tell you right now, this
It
guy-
does take. It takes two to tango, and that's what this boils down to, guys. Remember, it only takes one person. It only takes one person to believe in you. I want someone to love me and believe in me like everybody in the NFL's done for Kirk Cousins. How
That's
many
what I'm
playoff wins
saying.
does Kirk Cousins have?
Like
Zero? One?
Oh, zero? I don't think so. Like
Zero,
maybe
right?
one in Washington, maybe? I don't even
He
know.
won one in
Did
Washington.
he win one when he was in
No,
Minnesota?
they got beat by Tampa when he was there.
Yeah,
don't
I think
won
they
one.
lost a lot in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Actually.
I don't think he won one in Minnesota either.
Oh
we talked
my
about this.
God.
I got so discombobulated. I forgot who we were talking about at the beginning of the show. This agent is amazing. So
that's what I'm saying. We're asking whether or not he represents any athletes. Can he represent us? Okay, please. Each of us individually. The show. Kev gets into this. Come on. Maybe JB and Wendy. Do you guys want an agent? Let's get in together, guys.
I'm going to reach out to his agent. I'm going to send an email, and the subject line is going to be like, "Hey, we're your next great, we're your next great band. Put us together, man.
Next.
We're up next. We got next.
Help.
We'll keep it. Yeah. We need a lot of help on the show. Keep it up with Kirk Cousins once again signing with the Las Vegas Raiders. That fourth quarter brought to you by good friends at 902 Brewing Company. They're located at 101 Pacific Avenue in Jersey City, a craft brewery there in Jersey City producing those ales and lagers. Folks, they got about like 20 different varieties of ales and lagers. One of them, I believe, is like the Sexy Dexter, if I'm not mistaken. They actually do have a Dexter Lawrence drink there. That's funny. So shout out to Doug and the good folks there at 902 Brewing Company. Handcrafted beers in the best atmosphere. Curated good times made right there in Jersey City. They got the spacious tap room. They host a variety of events. They also have the rooftop, folks, and starting to warm up here. It's a beautiful location, man, overlooking Lower Manhattan, the Hudson River, also the World Trade Center. Check them out online, 902brewing.com. We're back here inside of Il Aguila Dorado Restaurant, authentic Mexican restaurant, open 7 days a week. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football, and we're powered by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. We're the only show, folks, that combines real sports and gaming. You get the exact same time, talking the latest in the world of the NFL. Once again, 2 or 3 weeks before the NFL draft, volunteer workouts are here. The gaming is over here. Our King of the Hill won playing with the Texans over the Chiefs. So shout out to him. I got Daryl Holman, my former college buddy, former sports reporter, also currently a principal in the Atlanta area. Got Andrea Richmond. Speaking of the Atlanta area, she's an ATLian, folks. She's a sports reporter in the ATL. Back to the NFL topics, and damn it, we're talking about Atlanta then, right? Talked about the former Atlanta Falcons quarterback. How about the current Atlanta Falcons? I love this trailer right here. I think it was voiced by Andre 3000 here. The Atlanta Falcons' new uniforms changed a little bit of the Falcon bird there. Took the ATL off, got the red jersey, says Falcons, white pants now. I think it looks pretty slick, man. I like the fact that they did keep the old school jerseys, the throwbacks as well, to those, late 80s and early 90s jerseys there with Dion and those guys. I love it, especially the red, man. That red, I'm glad that they got the red in there. Your thoughts here, Andrew? You're there in Atlanta, so is Daryl as well. Your thoughts here on the Falcons' new unis? Love those, man. I like it.
The trailer was a million times better than the actual uniforms themselves. I am so right. It looks the same. There's no ATL. Like, who's doing them now? It's Nike. Is it still Nike? Whoever's doing them, very uninspired, very boring, very blah. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. I really loved the maximalism that we had in the 90s and the 2000s, and I hate this minimalism trend because we keep on making things more boring. No, art is supposed to be fantastic, and I think that jerseys can be art too. Instead, it's just as boring as the Falcons are on any given Sunday. Just terrible.
I think it's better. I think it's better than the old ones, man. Those, from the early the late
the Brady ones?
2000s and into the
it's
2020s.
Better than that, but that's
the Matt Ryan ones with it said ATL. Like, I like this, man, with the white pants. I like the striping and the piping on the pants as well. I'm digging it, man. Your thoughts, Daryl? You're in the A?
Man, I don't care what the uniforms look like. They need to do something about the team. We need some. I'm serious. The Titans did the same thing, dropped some new uniforms. I don't care about that. Who we gonna get to play on the team? Like, they have no court. They have a court. Okay, they got Penix. Penix just coming off an injury.
Big Penix energy, baby. Oh no, you got Tua Tagovailoa.
Like I said, they don't have a quarterback. We still need somebody at the quarterback position. I'm not sold on Tua. You notice I didn't mention him. Yeah. So I mean, they need to worry about the team, put some players in place. They're worried about the fashion aspect, but hey, that's the A. That's the A. Yeah, that comes with the territory.
The A is all about keeping up with the Joneses, right? Looking fresh to death.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I mean, we need to get some help on that team.
I like them, dude. Look, I think it didn't take much to have a step up from the other ones, right? I like the real old schoolers, man, like when Dion was there and stuff like that. I'm a big throwback guy, and they still have those in black. But I like the new red, man. I think they do look better than the other ones. But like I said, it didn't take much to be better than the previous iterations that they had. So, I don't know. All right,
Any
man.
improvement is improvement when it comes to the Falcons, I guess.
Look, the piping there. Got the black pants too, man. These are nice, man. They got the black pants too. I love the all black that they're gonna have. The white with the black. There was some talk they were gonna have like gray pants, right? That would have been sweet too, because now you really are tapping into the old school
ingenuity, right? Give me something else besides the same colors that, like our producer is saying, I'm having a hard time deciphering the difference between letters. Okay, sure, fine, I guess.
Why they bring Steve Bartkowski out of retirement?
I was about to say that was back during the old Fulton County Stadium days, right? Yeah, remember that before they moved into the Georgia Dome and all that stuff. So shout out to the Falcons. We'll keep an eye on the new uniforms. Also, the Baltimore Ravens, they just made an announcement this week. They're going to be coming out with some next week, so we'll show you those. I don't know if it'll be next week or the week after, but we'll show you those definitely within the next week or two. All right, folks, that fourth quarter, it is over. Also, we got like 4 or 5 more minutes here. All right, we got time for this story here. How about the Texans here? And we've been talking about quarterbacks throughout the show here. Look at CJ Stroud. Got rid of his locks, man. Cut off the dreads. He's been growing these since early days at Ohio State. So now we're looking at what, 5, 6, 7 years here now. Got rid of it. Went to a barber, I think a barber there in the Houston area. So he cuts off his dreads, man. He looks pretty good, man. I like it. Got the fade going. I like this, man, to sort of cleanse what happened to him in the playoffs with those, 7 interceptions, something like that, like 8, 9, 10 turnovers total.
To watch.
Between the Steelers and the Patriot game there. Your thoughts here, Daryl? What do you think about CJ Stroud cutting off his dreads?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with, going clean cut. I'm all for that. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Somebody needs to get with Kawhi Leonard. Get with Kawhi Leonard. I know it's basketball.
He needs to switch gears.
Cut that off, man. That drives me nuts more so than my man Stroud. I just had to say that. I hate Platts. Got Platts in the head. What we call him back in the day. Platts, yeah.
Yeah, the big fat ones. Yeah.
Let me throw this at you. Back in 2004, Ricky Williams shaved, cut off his dreads. Then he abruptly just retired.
I was in Miami when he did that. Yeah.
You probably talked him into doing it. Devontae Freeman cut his dreads in 2018, and then he started dealing with a bunch of injuries. Sammy Watkins chopped off his hair, struggled heavily with soft tissue injuries after that. I'm not wishing.
So what are you saying? It's like a Madden curse? Is that what you're saying? It's a Madden curse?
But keep it. I don't know, man. I don't know. I hope it doesn't happen to him. I hope he balls out. I like Stroud. I don't like, I don't dislike the Texans, they're our division, but I like Stroud, man. He's a good player. But hopefully that hair cutting his mane won't affect his play. Because that last playoff game, he did do something. That was bad.
Yeah, that was that game. They actually could have beaten the Patriots in that game if they just didn't turn over the ball. Yeah. Andrea, he said basically it's a Madden curse. Are you worried about maybe things going the other way? I thought it was good that he kind of cleansed what he did in the playoffs last year.
I think it's a curse to him, man. When you look at how much aura that he had with the dreads. Now, I'm not like all the other people my generation where it's like, I love barrel dreads. Everybody barrel dreads. I would like some variety when it comes to hairstyles. But that being said, I think this perfectly fits CJ. I think it fit his face. I think that cutting it clean, I like it when people go clean, but unfortunately it accentuates his forehead a little bit too much. I don't know, man. I loved the dread when he had the dreads. I did. I really did. I thought it fit him well. I hate to see this, man.
That was
part of his look. Good before.
I can deal with the dreads.
That picture is crazy. I think that picture was really doing him a disservice. Like the sideline one, that was crazy.
All right, I'm gonna make a prediction right here on ISG football here. Texans are going to win the AFC South. They're going to ball out. They're going back to the playoffs. They're going to win the AFC South because CJ cut off his hair. That's what's going to happen. Mark my words. Watch.
What's going to happen? I don't know, man. He should have actually. It shouldn't take you cutting off your dreads in order for you to play well.
What? Stop throwing it to the other team.
Please.
I predict he cut off his hair. He's going to throw 7 interceptions.
We'll keep an eye. That's what it's going to be. All right, we'll keep an eye on CJ Stroud. Nice look, man. It looks good, man. Shout out to he and his barber there in H-Town in Houston. Hopefully they don't have a problem this year in Houston. Speaking of a problem, our King of the Hill, he was a problem in this game. Got another win here. There he is, JB. JB, man, was like a nice walk in the park, man, on a spring day for you. 75 degrees. You had your hands at 10 and 2, man. Really not a lot of issues with you in this game here against a little lady, man. It seems like you were in total control here.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I really just let the Texans defense go to work, kept the ball out of Stroud's hands, just like last week with Fields, and it worked to my advantage.
So you're going to get in on this Stroud sort of negative talk here, talking about my guy, man.
I'm not a Stroud guy. Not at all.
No, man.
Hey, man, he's gone to the playoffs like 3 straight years, man. He's won playoff games every time he's been there. That's pretty good, man. Just hasn't won the big one yet. There's a lot of guys who haven't won the big one, JB.
You know who has?
Who?
Yeah. Yes, Jalen Hurts has,
Jalen.
Patrick Mahomes has, Tom
He's
Brady
been
has.
getting a lot of smoke, too. Cut that out. I don't like that.
Shout out to JB. Got a little zinger in there. Our King of the Hill. We'll see him next week. Guys, you want to be like JB or any of these other players, ALittleLady, everybody else, we're taking folks here all online, ages 13 and up. You can join us now. Win cash and other prizes. Weekly King of the Hill format. You win, you stay on the 6. Join us now. theisgshow.com/Madden. theisgshow.com/Madden. Also got plenty of swag for you as well. Hoodies, $59.99. T-shirts, $29.99. Literally dozens of them, guys. I got about 6 dozens and different colors and varieties and options. Merchandise shop is open 24 hours a day, exclusively at theisgshow.com/shop. theisgshow.com/shop. Also, folks, that postgame shirt brought to our good friends at Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. They invented deep dish pizza in 1943. Got their identity and their inspiration from the origins there in the Chi, Chicago. 100 locations, 20 states. They serve more than pizza. They got pasta, steaks, seafoods, burgers, and more. Craft beers, great cocktails, and also vegetarian dishes for your health nuts out there. Check them out online, unos.com. All right, let's go ahead and get out of here, guys. Shout out to the King of the Hill. He's back again for another week. That is Andrea Rickman. She's a sports reporter in Atlanta. My guy, I love him. Daryl Holman. We go all the way back, Middle Tennessee, man. My boy, former sportscaster, currently doing a great thing, a great job there as a principal in the Atlanta area. I'm Larry Ridley, CBS Sports, ISG Football. We're powered, of course, by Uno Pizza and Grill, located in Clifton, New Jersey. Thanks for watching on the platforms of Destination, Unbeaten Sports Channel, Players TV, and In the Black Network. Shout out to Elena Myers-Taylor, the gold medalist in the mono bar up there. I saw you, girl, there in Italy. Have a great week, folks. Enjoy the NFL. Volunteer workouts, they're here. Bye-bye.